Everybody, hello. Good to have you. Welcome to the Transformation Project. It's exciting to have you here. So, this is one of the pages in my portfolio, which is going to be the busiest in the year 2020. It's going to be my focus. On the transformation agenda, we work on change management, personal progress, personal development, and today, I actually want to talk to you about the parenting myths, some of the pitfalls that parenting brings, some of the things that we don't realize, and the pressures we put on ourselves, trying to achieve perfection in something which is rife with imperfection. It is impossible for you to be a perfect parent. You can only give it your best go. You can always try your best, but that's about it. I think many of us do try our very best, and as we try our very best, we mount unnecessary pressure on ourselves to try and be what we cannot be. Hello, you are a very special person if you've seen this live. I have not even shared it yet, so hi, I don't know who you are, but it's good to see you. Can you do me a favor? Can you also share this to a few other people and invite some parents on for me? Welcome. It is an English medium channel, so it's suitable for anybody you care to share it with. Hi, Linda. Oh, hi, Roberta. Hi. So, Transformations Inc. is my change management page. This page is 100% English lingua. It is something I want to develop for everybody, not necessarily just the Ghanaian community that I serve on my main pages. Do share with anybody. Today we are talking, I'm addressing parents, but I do hope that this is useful to all manner of people too. All manner of people. Let's see what I can do. Hi, Lovelina. Hi, sis. You okay? It's good to see you. I am having a live here for the first time in a long time. This is where the English medium videos will be held. I am looking for the main page to share this to. And once I've got this to the main page, I will kick into the conversation. The conversation is suitable for parents. Anybody who is a parent, anybody who is caught by the perfectionism of parenting the way we understand it. We seem to think that parents should be people who are perfect, and unfortunately, it isn't that way. So I've spoken to many parents this week. Hi, Ange. Hi, sis. It's good to have you. Please invite other people for me. Tell people I'm here on the transformation agenda. Let me put it on. I need science as well, because I do have a few parents on that who could benefit from this. I'm hoping to liberate some of you from what guilt trip that life as a parent can involve. There are a lot of kids who are very good, really good to see you, sis. A lot of kids who are very good at manipulation. They do know how to guilt trip you. They take actions and then they blame you for those things as your kids become older. If you learn some of these fundamental truths, your life will become significantly easier. If you don't learn some of these truths and you allow your kids to run the show with their little selfish ways that they might not even be aware of. So they are kids. They don't realize how self-centered they can be. They don't realize how their actions might affect you. Everything is centered around them. And that's the difference between, hi, Adiapena. Hi, bro. Hi. Oh, hi, folks. Good to see you. Good to see you here. I will share stories with you. Some of those stories, as I tell them, are real. Some of the stories I tell are interspersed with fiction, so that it becomes nearly impossible for you to work out who the characters really are. I do not want you to go identifying anybody. I do want you to listen to the story. I do want you to pick lessons from the story. I want you to move on from that point, and that's about it with the stories. But I hope that when you listen to other people's stories, you can draw parallels with your own story. You might learn some lessons from it. So let me tell you about the parent who tries your very best. You want to buy things for your kids, but you do not have enough money to satisfy their every whim. And so your children tell you how other parents are better. They tell you how other people seem to provide more for their kids. One of the things that I'm hearing a lot with the kids that the parents and the kids I work with, is I want such a body to be my mom. You are such a terrible mom. I hate you. I hate you. Have you come across that one before? I don't care about you. I don't care about you. Yep. Those things are quite common. And sometimes when you look at the kids who actually say those things don't realize how deep cutting it can be. And so they say it offhand. They are off, living life. Everything is hunky-dory. But unfortunately for you, there is a lot of guilt that you live with after the event. Well, let me break it down to you. Let me try. Hi, Ajwa. Hi, everybody. Let me break it down to you. If your kids like you, great. If your kids love you, you're doing wonderful. You're lucky. If your kids hate you, but you keep them safe, you provide for them, you keep them well, then you are actually satisfying your prime mandate as a parent. Sometimes, for the safety of these very kids, you cannot be their friends. Sometimes, for their very protection and well-being, you have to be the enemy. Sometimes you are the bearer of bad news. Sometimes you are the queen or king of inconvenience. Because actually, in your safekeeping job, wanting to keep a child safe, it is not always that those decisions will be favorable with the kids. Often, the kid will perceive it as entrapment. Often, the kid will kick back from it. They will call you names, and if you are foolish enough to fall into the trap of wanting to be popular, what will happen to you is that you become an irresponsible parent. Irresponsible parent. Allowing every whim of a child to stand does not augur well for future development. It is not good for safety and well-being. In order to make sure that your child is where they are supposed to be, when they are supposed to be, you will have to lay down some rules. And if you put down rules, it is human nature to kick back against those rules. That's normal. That's okay. I always say to my kids, I'm happy to be a responsible parent. I don't have to be popular. And I am quite happy to suffer being unpopular if I do a good enough job with safekeeping. Well-being maintenance. That is my priority. Remind yourself of that when the kids take you on the guilt trip. Because I've seen too many good people kicking themselves, beating themselves. The kids hate me. She doesn't get along with me. Great if she gets along with you. But not necessary. Hi, Mabna. Hi, everybody. Yeah, great if she gets along with you. Hey ho, if she doesn't. What's important is that your job of safekeeping, well-being maintenance is done first. Happiness, as much as you can deliver it. But safety, again, trumps happiness for me anytime. Long-term happiness probably needs to be the goal, not instant gratification. Put that somewhere in your archives and draw on this simple statement every time you find yourself at crossroads with your kids in confrontation over things you know are important for them. When you have to be the adult in the room, well, that's your job. You are the adult in the equation. You are the one who is supposed to be emotionally mature and balanced. Your child is supposed to be erratic because that's the nature of children. And so as a child is erratic, the stability needs to come from you. The solid dependency needs to come from you. They might hate you, but they will trust you. They might hate you, but they will respect you. They might hate you, but eventually they would know that you are a pillar who stood to make sure that they were well. Lovelina, you know my story very well. Anyway, I've told you many times of my dad, the tyrant of my childhood, That was my dad. My dad will not let you go anywhere. Forget it. There was no point asking. There was nobody coming to the house to see you either. Forget that one. And you were going absolutely nowhere. Nobody was good enough to be my friend. There was definitely not going to be any tight buddies with anybody. And obviously, as a child, I felt life was happening without me. As an adult, I realized that life happened without me, and I did not need to be anywhere near that kind of life. The atrocities that happened to a lot of beautiful young girls did not come anywhere near me because he wouldn't let it. Some of the insufferable things people saw, those who got the early liberties and freedoms have also got battle scars that people like me have not got. And you know why? It's because my parents understood, my dad in particular, understood his protective job. He did not care if I liked it. He did not care if I was upset. He did not care. He was not here for a popularity contest. He just wanted to be my dad. He wanted to be my protector. He wanted to make sure that he'd given me every opportunity to develop and to grow and to mature. And you know what is funny? The tyrant of my childhood is the hero of my adulthood. Isn't it funny? The tyrant of my childhood is the absolute hero of my adulthood. Remember my story. Inspire yourself to continue to fight, to continue to soldier on, to continue to battle, to continue to hold firm and protect, because that is the fundamental parent's job. But the other thing as your children grow is also that you teach them about the responsibilities of their choices. Hi, Aram, Hansen, everybody else. I'm on the phone, so I don't see too many things on the screen. Do bear with me. If I miss your name, if I don't greet you, apologies. Welcome to Transformations Inc. This is the English Medium channel. This is the absolute focus of my network for 2021. This would be my forefront page. This is where most of the change mindsets, abundance mindset development, we would do a lot of personal coaching and stuff like that from this page. And I would share it the main page every now and again, but I expect this to be a bona fide page on its own. Those of you who are interested in this project, can you please follow the page, sign up to this page in its own right, because there definitely will be times when I might not remember to share this onto the main page and to the other places for you to see. Like the page, follow the page, so that anytime I am live on this page, you will see the notification. There are children who are very interesting. Children who go telling stories, especially those of you who have children that work out how the system works quickly. And they do want to play the system at your disadvantage. For example, children who go to school and tell their teachers that they do all the house chores in your home. And you will find yourself in those positions where teachers or sometimes social services will turn up to your door unexpected. They will come and tell you about what your child has said. A child has made a declaration, blah, blah, blah. You find yourself on the brunt of the interview and whatnot. You tell your kids straight up. Tell your kids straight up. In this house, there are chores. Because in this house, there are chores. There are no maid servants here serving anybody. We all pull through. We all help out. We all contribute our quota. And if ever you get a conversation with any professional working with your kids about why you do have chores for your children, you remind them that you are the adults raising these kids your style. And under your roof, we have rules. Under your roof, we have chores. Under your roof, each person makes a contribution and you make absolutely no apologies for the choice you make. It is very important that your kids and you come to an understanding internally quickly. When you ever call the police on me. You expect that you are going home with them. That's okay. Other children live in foster care. Other children, they are taken into social care. Those children make those choices. They end up in those places. And if you are my kid and you make that choice and you find yourself under that system, on your head may it rest. I will be upset for 2 minutes, but I will not kill myself. The liberty that brought to me, the day I actually heard somebody say this, and the freedom it brings for both you and that child, inconceivable. Hello, Akuya. Sis. Welcome. Good to see you. Sometimes you just need to call it as it is. You need to tell it as it is. You need to learn to console yourself about certain things. Life does not have to be perfect because it's not perfect, not for anybody. And when you find that your life is not perfect, that's okay, own it. I always talk to you about owning your truth, putting it in the public domain exactly as it is, not trying to be anything other than who you are. It is the greatest gift you can give yourself. It is the greatest lessons you can give your kids. It brings you a lot of liberty. You tell it as it is, you do it as it is, and that's it. Take it or leave it with everybody. If your child is not embarrassed to go to school and misbehave, then you should not be embarrassed to say that your child misconducts themselves, because they do. If your child is not mortified and your child engages in illegality, you pick up the phone and you call the police for them, because in the end, you will be doing yourself and that kid the greatest favor. Housing a criminal, hiding the behaviors, enabling the nonsense is going to be a rod for your own back going forward. If your kid has this misdemeanor issues, acknowledge it. Let everybody know you've tried your best and the child's choices has got you there. Because it's not just your parenting, it is your parenting in tandem with the child's choices. You can be the greatest parent, but there are some kids who would never listen to you. You take half of the responsibility and you give half of the responsibility to the kid too. You can pay for all the educational plans under this earth. Some children will refuse to take that opportunity. They would. Some kids will take and grab those opportunities. And on each person's head, may it rest. Hi, Sister Gloria and Bernard. On each child's head, may it rest. Let your children know that you will try your best for them, but you will also try your best for you. You will be there for them, but they will help themselves. You cannot choose for them. You can only present the options and the opportunities. You cannot live for them. You cannot bear the consequences for them. You can cry for them, but that's all you can do. Cry for them. You cannot live for them. You've got to be very upfront and honest about this from the get-go. Your children need to know that you are not Superman. You are not Superwoman. You cannot fix it all. You cannot do it all. And in fact, you are unwilling to do some things. You love them to bits. You will do a lot for them, but you will do some for yourself too. There are days when you will try and cook them gourmet dinners, and there are days when they will raid the fridge. That's okay, especially when your kids get old enough, like where my kids are. You can raid a fridge. And in fact, on some days, you can raid the fridge and bring me a plate. I found you enough plates of food. You find me some. Also, Teresa, thank you. You are very kind. Thank you very much. Yes, you can bring me a plate. You can massage my back. No? It's too much hard work? No problem. I will spend the next 2-3 weeks of pocket money to go for a massage. Or you can massage my back and take the payment. Your choice. Your choice. Hazard, be careful. Yep. You can help me help you. You can't be bothered with house chores. That's okay. I can pay somebody to do it. But that is coming at your expense too. Some of your gifts and your recreation is going to be lost in pursuit of the money to pay for the help. Or we can all pull in together. We can all work together, finish the house chores, and each person enjoys their privileges. It is so important that those ground rules are established early with your kids. Otherwise, you will find yourself dead under their self-entitlement. They feel entitled to your salary. They feel entitled to your blood. They feel entitled to your sweat. And in fact, most of the time, they are ungrateful for what they get because that's human nature. I did it to my parents. My children would do it to me. Their children's children would do it to them because it's the nature of it. And the day you learn this truth, the day you realize that it's up to you to enable or to curtail some things, to support or to call time on nonsense, that day you actually take some control for yourself. As I say, you are the gatekeeper of their well-being, but you do need their cooperation sometimes. You do need their support to help you help them. Hello, Sister Hannah and Sister Margaret. Thank you. Thank you so much, sis. You need their assistance. You need their goodwill so that you can help them, especially those of us who have teenagers to raise. You have to tell your kids that whatever they do and the consequences of those actions, you will never live with them as much as they would. A girl will not listen to you. Let them know exactly what pregnancy and childbearing means. And be thou clear with them that if you make choices that bring you a child, you are that child's parent, not me. I am just a grandparent. I am a doting grandparent who turns up occasionally. No, I do not have a childcare situation because I do not have a child. No, I am not going to work and break my back to actually mop up after you because of your choices. The day you encourage yourself to be an adult, to take certain actions, then that day is when you qualify to bear the full responsibility of those choices. And I qualify to be on the sidelines to cheer you on and to wipe your tears and to try very hard to not tell you, I told you so. That's my job. Be thou clear about it. Lovelina, I'm not kidding. That's one of the reasons why I don't have a kid early. I didn't have a kid early. I was very clear that if I end up with a kid, I was the kid's mom. And I was going to work. And actually, since I had my kids, they have been my responsibility from the first day they were here. And when they finally hit adulthood, I will hand the reins off to them. And I will go be a cheerleader on the side, supporting, cheering, wiping tears where necessary, because that's my job. Don't think that you will live their lives for them. Oh, thank you, Lovelina. Thank you. You won't live their lives for them. You cannot cocoon them. But you tell your kids that there are certain things when they see, they can never unsee. So it's better for them to not go looking. There are certain things when you know, you can never unknow. So you take your jolly old time. You take your time until it is time, until you are mature and you can deal. But if you feel prematurely ready and you take an action, be thou clear that the consequences are yours to bear and for me to support from a distance. From a distance. Let them all be clear before they make choices. Let them all understand that you bear your own crosses, that you will try and support, but you will not carry their weight on top of yours. I've seen many parents try to do this. Their kids make mistakes. They attempt to take on board the mistake. They do not let the kids see the consequences of the actions they're taking, and they find themselves right back in the same cycle 3, 4, 5 times down the line. No lessons learned because you always disrupted the learning process. When your child falls, don't laugh, but tell them that the running beforehand is the reason why they are on the floor. When your child trips, tell them that they are there because they did not see ahead of themselves. When your child trips, tell them that they moved at a speed too great for their own feet. They went faster than their feet can cope. Remind your child to check their capacity before they make choices. Remind them to check what speed they can actually stay upright at. Tell them to check their stamina before they take on certain weights. Tell them, be brutally honest about your mistakes, the things that you wish you hadn't done, the reasons why you found yourself in that position, and the learning you want to gift to them. Your children should learn from your mistakes. They shouldn't have to live through the same mistakes. Oh, Sister Ajua, you are the salmon swimming upstream because we are all swimming upstream. Actually, if you are swimming, you are one of the lucky ones. Most of us are sinking. Majority of us are not swimming. We are sinking. Sinking. That's what's happening. You feel every other person is swimming in the opposite direction. Believe you me, we are all sinking together. Some are attempting to splash. Some are looking stylish whilst they do it. But the current you feel is the same current we feel, of course. So I'm mom to 2 teenagers. My youngest is 14, going on 15. Yeah, we are getting to those times when I don't decide for them. I don't. And just as I don't decide for them, I do not bear the consequences for them. I always say to my kids, you get on the wrong side of the law, I will pick the phone up and I will call for who needs to come and get you. And they know I mean it sincerely. They know I mean it sincerely. I am not the kind of parent who would tell people you've gone away to university when you've gone to prison. I will hold my hand up and I will tell people, I tried my best. It wasn't good enough. The kid didn't listen, and so this is where they are. I am gifting myself that liberty of speaking my truth and not try to hide behind away from your mistakes. I've seen parents try it. I've seen people die trying to pretend. It is too much, and I won't do it. I won't do it. And maybe more of us need to also be honest. Be truthful. Be open. If you are my kid and you have a kid, you will hold that kid yourself in public. I am not about to pretend that my grandchild is my child. No way. Rich babe. I am not about to pretend my grandchild is my child. No way. And I am not going to assume parental responsibility for it. No way. Because my reproductive organs, believe it or not, if I massage them hard enough, even today, they could produce humans. The reason why I am not going down that route is because I am not mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually ready to do that job. And no child of mine is going to confine me to that life. I refuse. I reject. Return to sender. Return to sender. Not my portion. Erama says this is what parents should spend their time listening and learning from. Oh, God bless you. God bless you. Thank you so much. I do pray and hope. I work with a lot of parents. I mentor, coach, and counsel a lot of people. I hear so many things, and occasionally when I have something which triggers me to speak, I switch on the camera. But I'm hoping to do more of these sessions on this page. So yeah, if you've not followed the page, take that opportunity to follow the page so that anytime my shows are not scheduled, whenever the time is right, when I can, I do that. Oh yes, Lovelina, it's a bomb. It's a huge bomb. But sometimes we will have to learn to throw them. Sometimes we will have to learn to tell them. We have to put information out so that everybody's clear where we are operating from, so that everybody knows the line before we cross them. I will pull out every resource whilst you are a child. Every school fee that I need to pay, I will give an arm and a leg, and I will pay it. I will create opportunities for you. But as I say to my kids, my last major expense in their life is their university fees. That's it. My last major expense is their university fees. After that point, they are adults. They are off to go earn their own income. If they are able to send me some of that income, it will be amazing. But if they don't send me any of the income, I am ordering my life. I am putting things in place so that I am not desperate, waiting for them to send me anything. But for me to send my pension to my adult child, that also won't happen on my watch. My daughter and I in particular have that conversation a lot. Yeah, she doesn't want to eat. Yeah, she will not cook. Okay. In this day and age, you don't have to cook all your meals, but you have to be on one hell of an income at the start of life to be able to afford somebody else who will cook for you. And when you know you are lazy like that, you need to calculate what your income needs to be. You need to ponder on your future very carefully, very strategically, and make choices that bring you enough money from the beginning to be able to afford the perks you want. Nope, you're not going to be under my roof. So she says to us today, she wants to go live on our roof. And my husband and I were a bit confused, like, huh? She says, well, you said under your roof, we have rules and regulations. What about if I live on your roof? I am glad, kid, you know that rules apply. But they apply on my roof, under my roof, beside my roof, on top of my roof, beneath my roof, anywhere near my roof. Rules apply. If you want to be an adult, then you make adult choices. And one of the first adult choices is to be responsible for your own keep. Simples. Simples. When you pay your rent, when you hold your own home down, when you pay your own expenses, then I don't get to dictate. Thank you, Rama. Thank you very much. Please share for me, invite other people, tag people for me if you think it might be beneficial to them. I wanted to have this conversation today because I do want to take the weight off some parents. I know a lot of you allow emotional baggage from some of these interactions with our children, worrying about the choices your children make. Well, look, we raise them, but they have minds of their own. We try to share values with them, but they don't take them all on board. We try to guide them, but it's not always that every child wants your guidance. And if a child decides they do not want your guidance, that is their prerogative, but on their head should it rest. Also remind them, rights with responsibilities at all times. Most of our children know their rights because we don't remember to teach them the responsibility. Please do that due diligence for me. Teach them that they choose, they live by the consequences. Your choice, your consequence is one of my anthems. I sing it all the time. Your choice, your consequence. Remember that carefully before you choose. You don't make choices and create situations and have me run as a result. No. No. It is your call. It is your responsibility, your consequences. Oh, Hanson, is the voice low? Oh, I hope not. Right, what about the rest of you? Can you hear me? Please let me know if you can hear me. Hanson thinks the volume is low. I hope not. Nana Mabiama, God bless you too. Amen to that. Amen to that. Thank you so much. Richard Rees, Nana Whitehead. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Transformation Project. The Transformation Project is a unique project for me. It is a mind change attitude augmentation program. Obviously, here we will talk about weight management, personal development. We will look at mindset augmentation. We would have a community. So have a look. It's Transformations Inc. We are transforming. We are changing. It's a health tribe. We support you to reach your goals. So healthy living is the key thing. Obviously, we look at physical health. We look at emotional health. We look at spiritual health and whatever type of health you are interested in. But today, I am actually working on your mindset and the connections with your emotions as a parent. I am hoping that after this conversation, some of you would realize that you try your very best and you don't beat yourself with a rod. Your kids are not licking you at the moment. Well, they don't need to lick you. They just need to respect you. They just need to trust you. They just need to know you are solid and you are here for their protection, even if you protect them from themselves. You do that job. They can call you every name under the sun. That's okay. They will outgrow that stage and they will respect you. I talk about my dad all the time. My dad was the tyrant of my childhood. It was absolute tyranny in my eyes. I couldn't wait to leave home to go be free. And then when I went and became free, I couldn't wait to run back home to stay safe. Isn't that the irony of the whole thing? Hilarious. But you know what? I did have the comfort, the luxury of being able to be in a position to escape back in. I had been kept. I had been maintained by a loving, responsible parent. Loving, responsible parents, both sides. Both my mom and my dad laid down the rules about responsibility, and I have been clear about the consequences of my choices and who bears them from a very young age. Maybe more of us need to have that conversation with our kids. Pass on the responsibility to them, especially as they grow into teenage. Let them understand that what they do with their time and life right now will determine an awful lot. And for that reason, they need to be very carefully pondering options before choices are taken. I wanted to liberate those of you who are living under emotional blackmail with your kids. I actually wanted to tackle those of you who are attempting to be super moms and super dads. You are not. Get over yourself already. You are as ordinary as muck. You are like all of us. We try our best. Everybody else looks like they're doing a better job than we are, because grass is always greener at their feet. Put your hand on your chest. Have you done your very best? If you have, that's okay. Have you put in every break that you could, and your child has still slid underneath it or jumped above it? Well, that's all you could do. And sometimes when they go looking, they will find. Tell your kids before they go looking. Whatever they go seeking, they will find it. But chances are they will not like the outcome. Nanako 7 inches. Hello, bro. Good to see you. Very good to have you here. Oh, thank you. You guys can hear me. Much appreciated. I'm hoping that those of you who are holding down 2 jobs, trying very hard to put food on the table, and dealing with the very kids complaining about you not having time for them, well, tough. Somebody has to put food on the table. So you tell that kid of yours, it would be great if you could feed them and you could lick them. But unfortunately, the choice between eating or not eating, well, there's only one way to go. Only one way to go. And when you've done that, there is absolutely no guilt on your part. You've done your best. You cannot eat your cake and have it. You can't. Especially those of you who are single parents, trying to hold down 2 jobs, trying to feed them, trying to clothe them, trying to buy everything that their friends have, and being traumatized by emotional blackmail as well. Well, call time on it. Tell your kid you've done your best. You're giving it your best. If that's not good enough, well, sorry. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. No, you cannot buy Nike shoes. The Asda shoes are going to have to do. That's all you can provide. What your requirement is that you give them shoes. There is no requirement that those shoes be designer shoes. No way. No way. No requirement that they should be designer shoes. And on my transformation agenda, we take care of ourselves too. Sometimes you also make yourself the focus. So, I've got a plate of fruits. In the past, what would have happened is that I will call the kids to come and eat. When my daughter comes, she likes the pears. She will take all the pears. She will not worry about mommy having pear. Like any child, she just wants the pear for herself. So guess what her mommy is learning to do when the fruits are ready. Mommy helps herself to some pears. She's also entitled to eat pears. She enjoys some pears. She cares for her own health too. She puts her own, hey, your papa, mommy, say what? Sis, when we finish, let's talk. She makes sure that she's eating some pears. And after she's eating some pears, she does this. Asabia! Nanayao, find Asa and come with her. Mommy has had some pear. And when she has had some pear, she can now ask Asabia to come help herself. If she eats all the pears, is mommy bothered? No. She's not. Because she's taking care of that situation. I'm on a live feed, but I've got fruits. Do you want some?
There's more power in Mac.
Who did?
You did.
It's powered on.
I'll switch it off.
No, it's like... No.
What's the problem?
It's rebooting.
No.
What?
Oh, my work was still on there.
I will save them. They will be on auto recover. But I actually don't have any sympathy anymore. Because we've had this conversation many times.
I know, but I have to keep signing in.
Kid, like I said, the first time I had some sympathy, but even today, Exactly. That's the very conversation I'm having with them online. There are some choices you make, you have no sympathy
But
with
that's
me.
not my.
But listen, we've had this issue before with the Mac. I've told you that on the Mac, when you sit, it's not a personal device. You save things as you go along. But if you can't be bothered to do it and you lose files, remember, there is no sympathy from me. None.
But Mom, you never said this has to.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
you don't
if I
deserve
got
my
stuff,
sympathy.
you just say get over it.
Oh. Yeah. What do you want me to
But
do?
that's going to affect my future.
What would affect your future?
Like if I get stabbed, obviously I'm not going to call anyone. Since you're going to say suck it up and deal with it.
No, when you get stabbed, call me. I'll stab them back.
No.
But when you hit yourself on things or when you don't save your things on the Mac, what? Your who? Go put another one in.
No, it's a good thing I used this.
Yeah.
This the front one.
Yeah, go put 2 or 3 on. Lovelina, isn't it funny? So this young lady has had drama. You do know that the mirror is reflective, right? Yeah, and I told you what was happening. When she turned up, guess which fruit she's eating? Grabbing all of it with no thought from a proper. That's what happens. This is exactly what happens. This is exactly what she does. That's what she does. So what Mama has also learned to do is to feed some to herself first. When she comes, hey, stop being silly. Stop being silly. Go. When you finish eating that one, come back. Go. Yeah. It's a very simple real life example. It happens all the time. The emotional trauma with this kid. When she stabs herself, she would not tell people. Yeah, just so you can feel guilty. Well, sorry. On this occasion, this woman doesn't do that guilt trip. Oh, good stuff. Because this woman, she's learned. She really has. To rise above it. Go tie your hair down. Yeah. You know, a long time ago, when I used to be stupid, when she said that to me, my heart, oh my God, no, darling, what? I have no sympathy for some things. I don't. Emmanuel, she's already gone. Yeah. She's nearly 15. She's a big girl. If she will not save things on the Mac, and when the files are lost, she will cry. I will get her some tissues, and she will start again. Because we've done this many times before. Hello, Sister Jenny. Many times before. If she really doesn't want to repeat her tasks, all she has to do is click save. All she has to do is click save. Remember, that is reflective. And they can see you. Yes, they can see you. Oh, this is wonderful. You can't even come to eat the pears. They can still see you. Yep, she still hasn't managed to work her way to the fruits yet. Mamiesi, hello everybody. Well, I wanted to, when I switched the cameras to have that conversation, I was not even looking to illustrate this. But hopefully that conversation we just had is an illustration of one of the things that has set me free. It really has. Now come stand this way, come say hello to them before you steal my food.
I don't have my glasses, so I probably won't be able to see their faces.
You will not see their faces anyway, and they can only see your belly.
Hi.
This is the terrorist of my life.
Thank you.
Take it. Go feed some to Daddy and the boy. And then make sure you've left some for me. And bring some back for me. Those days, when Mommy makes the food and everybody enjoys it without me, are long gone. Long gone. I'm a twin indeed. She didn't like this hairstyle because it makes me look like her. But it's a funny concept. Our kids, they are like leeches. They are little blood suckers. If you let them, they will suck you to death. They will bleed you to death. And then they will die because there's nothing to feed off. You have to remember that. Blood suckers don't know when to stop sucking. They will suck you dry. They will kill you. And then there'll be nothing for them to eat. And they will die too as a result. So it is actually your responsibility to them and to yourself to make sure that you have controls and breaks in so they do not suck you dry. So that there is something left for them to suck tomorrow. You provide, you give, but you put breaks in and controls in whenever you can, as much as you can. Go give dad some of the fruit. Hi, Charlotte. Hello. Hopefully, this session has allowed one or two of you to start reconsidering some of these things that we beat ourselves down with, things that we stress ourselves with. What I wanted to say to you is that check your own life. Make sure that you are giving your very best to the kids. That you try your hardest for them. But you don't kill yourself because of them. You don't. You tell them the truth as it is, bitter as it can be. You do tell them the truth. Yeah? You let them know. When their choices bring things on, you let them know that it's not any devil. It's not your fault. Their choices, their consequences sometimes. Obaya Sabia, it's been a long time. Hi sis. Liberate yourself from the emotional blackmail, which can torture you a lot. Put your hand on your chest. Check that you've done your very best, and that's good enough. That's good enough too. Well, my name is Amma. I do hope that this session has been useful. If it has been, then please do share with anybody you know who might find it useful as well. Today, I was actually tackling the parents. I'll take my time and we will talk about health and wellness when you are the parent of an active child, trying to be mentally alert and astute for them, wanting to be available for them as much as you can, but also holding some of yourself back for you, because all lives matter. You matter, they matter, everybody matters. Yeah, I'm doing really well, Raya. I'm really good. I hope you are keeping well too. It's a very exciting project for me. So many of you might be aware that yesterday I did share the publication of my first journal. That journal is going to be very heavy on this project. Is that all I got back?
What do you mean?
Well, I can't see a single pear over here.
There weren't many.
There weren't many, but you could have left some.
No.
The apples you don't like are still on the plate.
Yeah, because I like green apples.
Exactly. I'm only buying red ones going forward. No more pears. No more. Red apples. And what don't you like? Pineapples?
Of course I like pineapples.
Of course you like pineapples. I will stop buying them.
Can we start a GoFundMe? So I would like my pears, please.
Oh, the entitlement of the child. They give you money so you can buy pears.
Mm-hmm.
What's in it for them? Why would they do that?
Needy.
Which needy?
I need pears.
They are helping a spoiled brats.
Mm-mm.
That's what they'll be doing.
Mom, spoiled brats don't even eat fruit.
Spoiled brats.
Mm-mm. You're looking, I like...
Who doesn't even know how to knuckle down her pants on live shows?
Remember, because I didn't know you were lying.
Well, get off the camera.
But I didn't...
Ew. You know everybody's actually a witness to that. Right, boy. Why are you in my live feed? Who invited you and get away from my hair? Go. Have you had enough?
Yeah.
You don't want any more?
Maybe one more kiwi.
Okay. Yalla. Rohit. What about your dad? Did you have any?
Yes.
Okay. Sister Hannah, can you laugh? You can't. Yeah. This is where we are at. I try my very best. I give as much as I can. Sometimes it's good enough. On some occasions, it's not. That's okay. I can live with that. They are cute. Yeah. They are a lot of trouble too.
Who's cute?
Somebody thinks both of you are cute.
Huh?
You're not cute?
No.
Use somebody.
Well, she says, huh? She's not cute.
Use somebody.
Kwame Opokuwari, hello.
Use somebody.
Well, one of the viewers thinks you are cute.
You barely saw me.
Lovelina, she did see you actually. You do know that they can see you in the mirror, the reflection up until here. They can see you.
Yeah, okay, maybe. Yeah, I see the version.
Alright, Sabia, can you disappear from my hair? Can you keep your filthy hands to yourself and leave my hair?
But I haven't touched them.
You've been eating fruits with them.
That's not
Go!
dirty. She's yelling at me.
Yeah, she's terrible. She doesn't permit you to use your fruity hands to touch her hair. Yeah. Oh, that is disgusting. That she doesn't want fruit in her hair.
Smell like fruit.
I do not want my head. No thanks. Thanks, but no thanks. Again, this is one kid who would not let you touch her hair when she thinks you've touched other people. Yeah, she has very clear boundaries about when you can touch her and when you can't touch her.
But Mom, in public you can't touch me.
In public, I can't touch you.
Yeah, because you touch items and you proceed to touch me. I don't want to.
Exactly. Can you hear the kid? I touch items, so I'm not allowed to touch her. But whenever she feels like touching my hair,
Touch you in the shorts.
even with her fruity hands,
Yeah, but that doesn't have Miss Rona all over my hands.
it doesn't have Rona, right? But it's just fruity.
Yeah.
I clearly want it in my hair.
Yeah, avocados.
Oh,
fruits.
mango hair would be
Fruits.
good.
I haven't eaten any mangoes yet.
So what, pears? I
Pears.
definitely want the pear
Kiwis.
smell and the kiwi smell in my hair, sure.
Nothing.
You know I love you more. Oh, Professor, thank you so much. I don't know how long I can maintain this one for. When it's dry, you can do this to my hair, but the minute it becomes a bit humid, it tightens. My coils are so tight. So maybe tomorrow we might be able to get hair like this, but don't get used to it. Don't have the kind of time to be blow drying them, stretching it out like this. Yeah. It will be interesting to see. Yeah, you can see a bit of the color. It's fun, but it might just last a day. We'll see how long it lasts. How long it lasts is how long it lasts. I will not sweat it. It's the same attitude I have towards my appearance. What's comfortable is what I do. What's convenient to me is what I do. I want to satisfy my kids. For sure, I want to satisfy my kids. But I also want to satisfy me. I want to protect my kids. I want to teach them real values. And some of those real values include not getting everything you want in this life. Dealing with adversity in this life. Those are facts of life. And I've got to let the kids see them. Making mistakes and living it down, they have to learn it. It's not pleasant as a parent to watch it, but it's necessary that the kids learn it. Let them see these actions they take and the consequences they have. And maybe that might teach them to be more responsible in their choices. Anyway, welcome to the Transformation Agenda. I was explaining to you, so yesterday I published a journal. The journal is a self-help journal. It can be used for absolutely anything, including parenting. It is an ebook. You can buy it on Kindle. You can buy it on Blurb Books. You can buy it as a hardback, paperback, as a PDF, and you can also buy it on the e-readers. I think for me, the best option is to get it on the e-readers so that you have it as an editable version. You can utilize it. and you have it on your e-reader. Wherever you go, it goes with you. I'll put the link in for those of you who might want to check it out. It is my journal, 2021 journal. A 2021 journal which walks you through the change agenda, the progress agenda. The idea is that you plan the whole year, and then you take that on and you plan monthly, and then you break it down and you plan daily. You review daily, you review monthly, and at the end of the year, you have your annual review. The idea is that if you are planning monthly and you are planning daily and reviewing daily and growing daily and correcting daily, reviewing monthly, growing monthly, correcting monthly, then by the end of the year, even if you've had some failures, you would have major wins and successes under your belt, so that overall you can call that year a successful year. That's what I want to do. I want to coach you, I want to guide you, and all the work I will do around those will center on this page, the Transformation Inc. agenda. Follow the page, share the page, invite other people to follow, and get yourself your journal, and let's get started. The link is actually in the video. Click on the link, order it, get it on your Kindle, get it on your Kobo, whatever device you have, and let's have a look and see what 2021 could bring. We are beginning to plan and prepare, so get the journal so we can plan together and we can review and we can work together. I will have book reviews here on this page. I will recommend books here. We will have book reads here. I will bring various speakers so we can learn here together. And those of you who want the full service, it will be a membership. So there will be some free, there's some on the free page, but there is a members only section where I bring the coaches so you can get the coaching input without having to pay for the coaches yourself. Kaichiri, greetings. Good to have you. So yes, if you are interested in joining the group, I will put details about the membership site as and when things become confirmed. But in the meantime, enjoy the main page, enjoy the free input. There are lots of videos here that a lot of you will find useful. Check them out. Take of them as much as you can. Get yourself a journal and let's get ready to kickstart the agenda. It's your sister, and thank you very much for coming today. I hope this session was somehow beneficial to you. I have enjoyed it. I hope so have you. Catch you soon. Thank you, and God bless.